I mean, that's honestly why I think my name is cool, is because the Bible character Caleb I think was pretty cool.
Yeah, I knew Caleb was a Bible character.
I mean, yeah, and like whether or not you're Christian or not, it is most likely that that guy actually did exist. He most likely did.
Well, and
At
then
least his name definitely did, because it still exists.
yeah, well, and then like even if it didn't, the story does, and you can be named after a story, and like that can still be a cool name, frankly. So.
Yeah, I think the lore is that so like after Israel left Egypt, right, like do you know that part of the I don't know how much you know, but like they're like in Egypt as slaves.
Yeah, I know because it's taught as history. Well, part of it's taught in history. It is not likely that, at least based on historical records, that Jewish people were enslaved, like as a race or religious thing. There were obviously a lot of Jewish people enslaved because slavery just was a thing, but that's besides.
Yeah. And like the Egyptian timeline is weird and stuff, because like they would record certain things and not others, but I don't know. Like the story went that like they left Egypt, but they couldn't enter the promised land. I forget exactly why. And so they were in the wilderness for 40 years, because that generation needed to die off, and the next generation could enter the promised land. And Caleb was the only person who was alive to leave Egypt and enter the promised land. Well, him and Joshua, which is why I had a teddy bear, because my parents, for some reason, they had this tradition of buying every kid a teddy bear when they were born. So I had a teddy bear, and his name was Josh, like for Caleb and Joshua.
I mean, that's a really cool, like, that's just a cool tradition. Stuffed animals are always great.
Yeah, I don't know if I remember their names. The one my oldest brother had is the one that my mom got when she was a baby, so it's like really old. Yeah, I think I'm the only one who's really held on to my bear because, you know, I like stuffed animals, but and I never ended up I tried to quote unquote grow up and move on from stuffed animals, but I ended up just realizing like who the heck cares? I like them. When I started realizing like, oh, there's adults who spend thousands of dollars of their money on plush collections. Like maybe it's fine if I want to have stuffed animals. But yeah, I used to be very attached to Josh Bear.
Yeah.
I remember there was like 2 nights in a row where like he was lost somewhere and I couldn't find him, and I would just like be crying. My brother was trying to get me to shut up because he was trying to go to sleep, and we shared a room. But I was just so upset that I couldn't find Josh Bear. And I would just like imagine how sad he must be that he lost. I feel so bad for this inanimate object.
Wait! Oh my god! You just beat my PB! I beat my PB! What?
Is that why you haven't been responding very much?
No! Wait! 334! I beat my PB! I wasn't even paying
old is your
attention because
PB?
it wasn't sub 3.